March 1953. For nearly 3 decades, Joseph Stalin had ruled the Soviet Union. He had survived revolution, civil war, foreign invasion, and political conspiracies. Millions feared him. Millions admired him. And yet one of the most powerful men in history would spend his final hours alone on the floor of his residence. To this day, historians continue to debate a disturbing question. Did Stalin die naturally, or was he left to die? By the early 1950s, Stalin stood at the height of his power. The Soviet Union had emerged from World War II as a global superpower. Its army stretched across Eastern Europe. Its influence was expanding around the world. But inside the Kremlin, tensions were growing. Many senior officials feared Stalin. Others worried that new political purges might be coming. Rumors spread that Stalin was preparing another major reshuffle of power. Whether true or not, uncertainty filled the corridors of Soviet leadership. On February 28, 1953, Stalin spent the evening with several members of the Soviet leadership. The gathering lasted late into the night. Nothing appeared unusual. The men talked, ate, and discussed state affairs. Eventually, the guests left. Stalin remained alone at his dacha outside Moscow. No one knew it would be the last night of his life. The next morning, something strange happened. Stalin did not emerge from his room. Hours passed. The guards became concerned, yet nobody dared to enter. For years, Soviet officials and security personnel had learned one lesson: never disturb Stalin without permission. The silence continued. Morning became afternoon. Afternoon became evening. Still, nobody entered. When Stalin was finally found, he was lying on the floor. He had suffered a massive stroke. He could barely speak. Time was critical. But according to many accounts, medical assistance was not immediate. Precious hours had already been lost. Even after doctors arrived, confusion and hesitation surrounded the situation. Some later argued that Stalin's chances of survival had been reduced long before treatment began. Whenever a powerful leader dies unexpectedly, one question follows: who benefited? After Stalin's death, a struggle for power began almost immediately. Different factions inside the Soviet leadership competed for control. Within months, major political changes were underway. Some of Stalin's closest associates lost influence. Others rose rapidly. The Soviet Union began moving in a new direction. One of the most dramatic events came only months later. Lavrentiy Beria, one of the most powerful men in the Soviet Union, was arrested. Soon afterward, he was executed. Other figures associated with Stalin's inner circle were pushed aside. A new generation of leadership emerged. The political landscape changed with remarkable speed. For some observers, these events raised new questions. Was this simply a transfer of power? Or had preparations begun long before Stalin's death? Most historians agree on one fact: Stalin suffered a stroke. But debate continues over everything that followed. Why was help delayed? Why did those around him hesitate? Could faster medical treatment have changed the outcome? And why did so many people around Stalin appear ready for a new era almost immediately after his death? The answers remain uncertain, but the questions have never disappeared. Joseph Stalin died on March 5, 1953. Officially, the cause was a stroke. Yet more than 70 years later, His final days remain surrounded by controversy. Was it simply a natural death? A tragic failure to act? Or something more? History has not delivered a final verdict, and perhaps it never will.